Okay everyone, and finally if you want to stop on a snowboard then apply a lot of force on your heels. You're on the chubbier side, so this should work really well for you. What did you just say? It's not doing anything! Hi, I'm and it's winter, so today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my snowboarding story. So back in September 2023, my mom along with my friend's moms thought it'd be a great idea to have us all go snowboarding in the winter. Now I went snowboarding 3 times over the course of that winter and I don't really remember which incident happened when, so let's just all pretend that it happened on one day. So on Christmas morning at 5 a.m. I was woken up so I could open presents before we left for the snowboarding place. So after that I got dressed and got in the car for a quick bite and headed to the place where we would rent snowboards. And once I got to the snowboard renting place, I met up with my 3 best friends, who for the sake of this video we'll call Dave, Bill, and Tim. But before I could get my snowboards, I had to get my snowboarding boots first. But the boots they gave me were so tight I had a really hard time putting my feet in there. You'd think putting it in there would be easy, but it's actually really hard.
That's what she said!
Once it was time for me to get my snowboard, they told me I couldn't choose what kind of design I wanted, so I could either get something with really cool patterns or something that was, well, interesting. After that, we drove a couple miles to the snowboarding place. Now, this place uses fake snow, but when I looked up, I saw real snow just a couple miles away. So, like, hello, you can move this place a couple miles up so we could have fun in real snow? We had a snowboarding class in about an hour, so in the meantime, we decided to try out how snowboarding feels like. There was like an escalator at the bottom of the hill, which we would use to get to the top. But for some reason, Tim's and my passes weren't working, so the guy over there let us just go up, but told us to have that fixed after we were done. So once we got our passes fixed, it was time for our snowboarding class to start. We got a female instructor, and she taught us all the basic skill sets for snowboarding. One of the last things she taught us was a heel side stop, which is basically stopping by applying a lot of force on your heels. She said this would be an easier and more efficient way to stop for beginners. I thought that this new skill would be really helpful to me because the first time when I snowboarded, I fell down when I needed to stop. After the lesson, we decided to try the hill one more time. While we were going down the slope, I noticed that I was catching too much speed, so I decided to try the heel stop. But to my horror, it did absolutely nothing and just made me go off course. Just then, I saw that I would run into a tree, so I quickly fell to the side, narrowly avoiding it. And you know the feeling when you're trying to break a pencil and you can feel the tension but it's not breaking? That's exactly how the bottom half of my body felt like. So I quickly turned my waist so my body was in a normal position. So I could have gotten injured either hitting the tree or breaking a couple bones. On the 3rd time around coming down the slope, I found out that there's this thing called a heel judder, where it's basically like a heel side stop but you turn your board. And that worked much better than the heel side stop. The heel side stop didn't work for you because it was your first time doing it and you were bad at it. Yeah, well, the instructor could have at least taught us the other way. Hey, nice share. So after that, me and the boys went up and down the hill a couple more times, and I gotta admit, I had no fun whatsoever. Later, when it was time for us to leave, it was time for me to take off my snow attire, but Dad, it's not coming off. But let me give it a try. It's not gonna come off. It's gonna come off. Just hold on. It's not gonna come off. It's not gonna... Oh, hey, what do you know? It came off. So in the end, the reason I didn't have any fun that day was because I was really bad at snowboarding, but nevertheless, I will never do it again. Just because you're bad at it doesn't mean you have to quit. You have to keep on trying, and perseverance is the key to success. Hey guys, so thank you for clicking on this video. I know I haven't been animating a lot recently, and I do have a good reason for that, which I will share with you guys in another video. But yeah, thanks for watching, and that's all for today, and I'll catch you in the next one.